guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? Today we're talking about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right. What is our topic for today? Let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Our topic for today is selling. Should you sell your soul to make money? What is greed? Okay, selling. Should you sell your soul to make money? I'm a salesperson, guys, and we live in a world today where if you are a salesperson, you have the opportunity to work with many different types of products, many different kinds of companies. And here recently, I got an opportunity to work with a company. I made this decision not to stay with this company because I was only there for just a minute. And I got to see some things that I was not very proud of. I got to see a manipulation of money, padding the sale, and also just making a big amount of money off a customer based on a small amount. I don't know. I don't even know if I should be having this conversation, but it just really bothered me. I just saw that customers came in for a particular product. They were excited about buying the product. And, greed is something that I have to worry about because, see, I want to make money and I don't want to sell my soul for no money because I don't want to, because everybody ain't going to live forever. That's just ain't going to happen. And I like to make money, but I like to do it legally, and I don't like to take advantage of customers. And in my heart with this particular company, I started seeing some things that made me feel very uncomfortable. Now, it's legal, but in my mind's eye, it just didn't seem right. And there's some good companies out there that, you buy a product for this amount of money and you sell it for this amount of money. And I know that sounds ethical and it sounds great. Well, you can make some real money doing stuff like that. But for myself, I have to perceive the value not only for the customer, but I have to live within my own skin. So the reason why I'm sharing this video, I know it's not a very positive video, but see, if you are going to be a salesperson, let's just say you're out there selling insurance, for instance, and you're out there selling a policy. Your customer needs to know the pros and the cons of purchasing that product. Now, you may say, well, I'm trying to sell. Why would I tell them the negatives? Because, see, there's expectations in insurance. If you buy a policy and you say you don't smoke cigarettes and they find out that you did, your family is not going to get rewarded with any money down the road. If you're an alcoholic, if you have drug issues, if you have many different things that could cause a customer to not be able to collect insurance. I'm just using this as one of the things that could happen. It could be devastating to those families because people pay these premiums for years and years and years. And when they try to collect on it, sometimes there's some unscrupulous people who don't want you to get what you are supposed to get. And there are some people who will sign up for insurance and things like that under the guise that nobody will never figure out that, hey, I'm a smoker, or whatever. So what I'm sharing with you is that's not the company that I was working with, but this other particular company, they had smiles on their face. They were so glad to see me. And then I looked around and I said, well, where's the other salespeople that were here prior? What happened to them? And the sales manager, which was a really nice guy, at least he came across that, but he was angry and frustrated and mad. He had like some 40 some odd sales. And I said to one of the other salesperson, because there was one guy who came back, he said, well, those sales came from the other salespeople who left the company. And I said, well, why did they leave him? Because he just treated them really badly. They couldn't stand abuse and they walked out. And they give you like $500 a week just to show up and start selling the product, but it takes between 4 to 6 months before you would actually get paid. So remember, guys, when you are talking to companies that you're interested in purchasing, how long is it going to be before I get my first payment? Now, it's not like real estate. Real estate, there is no instant gratification. You got to find a customer. You got to go through all the training, the school, the education, the continuing education. You find your customers in your sphere of influence. You walk them through a process. You go looking for it, or you're trying to sell the houses, or vice versa. It could be a lot of different things. So it's a longer, drawn out process. But there are some companies, like I said, with this particular one, it would take 4 to 6 months for this particular product to be manufactured. And I'm thinking, well, dang, what if you get in an argument or something happens to you? You get just that little bit of $500 to show up to the job. And yeah, it's good for training and so forth, but I can't live off of $500. I got to make more than that a week just to survive. Now, I've got other things that I sell, like real estate and some other products and stuff. But when I went on board with this, I didn't have my eyes open. And then when I started seeing how they padded it would be, if you sell it for this price, then you add all this into it, and then the salesperson could add even more. I was like, man, this is just, it sounded too good to be true. And the money was just really good. And I just felt weird. I felt, because I'm a Christian, I ain't perfect. I sin every day, but I kept feeling a little uncomfortable in my skin. I'm not the kind of salesperson that wants to take advantage of people. Now, everybody wants to make money when you're a salesperson. That's what we're in sales to do, is to make money. We work on commission. But there are some things that people sell that are of a value, and then they add on and add on. And the customer, in their mind, they don't know no better. They think that, hey, this is the way it is. This is what it's supposed to cost. But in the background, they're being manipulated, and they're being taken advantage of, because they pay for the price of it being this much, and they're selling it for this much. Now, some people are watching this video right now going, dang, that's what I want to do. I want to make money. I don't care about the customer. Well, let me just say this. You should care about referrals, happy customers, and you should care that you could sell your soul so little for money. Now, it could be thousands and thousands of dollars. Oh, I'll do anything to make money. Will you? See, what happens is after a while, you may become this type of person who starts to care about people. When I was younger, when I first got into sales, I looked at customers as a dollar bill. I did not look them as individuals. And then I started getting a little bit older. I started learning about the career of sales, and I wanted to be in it for a long time, and I didn't want to take advantage of people. Zig Ziglar and Brian Tracy and Tommy Hopkins, they talk about, what you give is what you get. And you get paid based on helping people. But if you have to go out there and steal, if you have to go out there and lie, manipulate, I've watched salespeople in my past that when they would make a sale, wow, I really just stuck it to that person. Don't be that kind of person. You want to do everything in your power to make a customer happy. You want to make sure that they are being blessed, because, see, you may be able to have another opportunity to sell something. So remember, guys, do you want to sell your soul for money? I think at some point in my career and everything, I used to look at, like I said, making money off the backs of others. It didn't really bother me, but it does now. It really, really does. And it was like, I never really cheated people. I never tried to lie to people, but it was like, whoever, didn't tell everything. Now, I'm an honest salesperson. I can share this with you because, see, you're gonna be finding out as you get older, or if you're in the career, that you're gonna have that situation happen to you. Do I skirt over things? Do I lie to, or do I manipulate? No, you don't. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Just a little bit of money. And see, what if something happens if you didn't tell the truth and it comes back to you? You lose the sale because you manipulated the customer. You could get fired for doing stuff like that. What is our topic for today? Selling. Should you sell your soul to make money? Whew. That's a hard one, guys. Like I said, there are many different types of sales. There are many, and we work on this thing called commission. So if you don't mind, working on commission, because I love it, it's my favorite thing. But I do have to remember, if it takes 4 to 6 months and you're working and you're getting a little bit of money, you need to go ahead and think, dang, man, what if something happens and I lose this? What happens to all those cells that I sold? Do I get that money? Well, I'm going to tell you what, I watched, like I said, this at this particular company. I saw the writing on the wall. I saw the frustrating, the greed and stuff. And I watched the salespeople, the salespersons, and I'm like, man, I felt dirty. I felt bad. So if you go in an environment where people are manipulators and they don't care and they know they're padding their sales and they're taking advantage of people, and these people don't even know. These people don't even know. And it's legal. Okay, it's not bad. It's not what I would say, to me it felt bad, but it's legal what they were doing. And I don't know if anybody's watching this video and everything. I just know that there are industries out there that people get taken advantage of. And it sucks. We're supposed to be above board, and you got to live in your own skin, guys. You got to live with yourself. I can't look in the mirror at myself, because at first I was all on board. I was like, whoa, yeah, there's a lot of money. Oh crap, I can make a whole lot of money in a short amount of time. But then I looked at the big picture, or looked at the time frame, and then I looked at how much stuff was and how much they were selling stuff for, and I started feeling guilty. And I was almost already okay with it, but oh God, he says, really? Okay, you feel that way. And then I started thinking about it, and I'm thinking, man, I can't do this. I cannot take advantage of good people. I'm a salesperson. My job is to sell stuff, create the value for the customer, and let them make an informed decision. But if it makes me feel uncomfortable and I feel as though I'm taking advantage of people, that can't be right. See, back in the olden days, salespeople had a bad reputation. They would lie, manipulate, they would cheat, they would steal, they would say anything just to get a sale. And then, see, regulations came in. Okay, stipulations. You can't lie to customers. You can't steal from customers. You can't manipulate customers, because if you do, you can be fined. But there are some gray areas that are in there. So if you are a person who's got a business and stuff like that, sell it for a profit, but don't take advantage of people where and I see it all the time. I look on these big platforms where they're selling merchandise, they're buying it for pennies on the dollar, and then they're selling it high. That's cool. If people want to buy what they want, but they should at least have an idea, I don't know. That's capitalism, and I believe in capitalism. I believe in the country making money, but not so much where I can't see taking advantage of people. It's not right. And I know this may seem like a weird video, because, my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and share my videos, and go ahead and subscribe. I've got quite a few of them, but I had to make this video because, see, it was in my heart and I felt bad. Now, you may not be there yet. You may not care. You may look at people as though they're a dollar bill, but I promise you, if it was your mom, your dad, or your children, or your family member, your significant other that was being manipulated and taken advantage of, or even you, how would you feel? How would you feel? And see, what would happen is, if you sell something and later people, they feel manipulated, and see, there's social media now where people can put this stuff out there and share about how you cheated them, how you took advantage of them, all the things that you promised and you manipulated them. What are you going to do? I know what I did. I walked away. I was only there for just a minute. All it took me was just this much time to say, whoa, hey, I can't do this. I cannot sell this product. I will not sell this product. Because should you sell your soul to make money? I ain't going to do it. So I hope you don't do it. And remember, we are salespeople, so we are supposed to make a profit for our company. But remember, if it seems too good to be true and you have to lie or you have to skirt around things and manipulate people, it's not a good thing. It's not. Now, we live in we have industries that they make a lot of money and profit off a lot of different things. But in my opinion, sometimes I just can't work in businesses like that. I won't work with that. Even if it takes me to make more sales, a lot more sales to make as much money, as long as my customers are being taken care of and I feel good in my skin, I'm good to go. But see, when I felt that way the other day, I was just looking at the numbers. I was sitting there feeling greedy. The greed, guys. It was coming on me, and I was thinking, wow, I can make all this money. But I'm not going to do it on the backs of others. I'm not going to take advantage of others. What are you going to do? Now, remember, everybody sells stuff, and we have to make a profit. That's cool. But we shouldn't have to be able to take advantage of customers just to make our money. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I am an ethical salesperson. I'm an honest salesperson. I'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all, and tell you stuff that nobody's going to talk about. I'm a real salesperson. I'm in the trenches all the time. I have to look at customers in the eye on a daily basis. I pick up that heavy phone and I talk to these customers. And I've had people tell me the reason why I bought from you is because you were sincere. You had this look and this honesty about you. And like I said, I don't want to lose my soul for no money. So I hope this video helps you make a decision whether you should sell that particular product that you are. And if you are selling that particular product and you're not selling it as honest or the right way, you need to reevaluate, because see, we're not manipulators, we're salespeople. You don't want to get a bad rep, because see, in the past we got bad reps for being a salesperson, and there was a reason why, because people were taking advantage of other good people. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. I hope you'll share this video, and remember, you don't have to manipulate people to make money. Selling. Should you sell your soul to make money? I hope not. Have a nice day and go out there and sell something and be honest. All right.